Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Wisconsin Badgers, Barry Alvarez Field at historic Camp Randall Stadium, where we are looking forward to a fantastic battle. A Big Ten showdown is coming, conference implications aplenty that could resonate for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Washington Huskies taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Badgers will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So the Washington Huskies offense will get the first crack at it here. And there he is, the man, David, that they build this entire attack around.
And it's so nice to have a guy that makes everything easy for the people around him. The quarterback plays better because the feature is clear who that is.
And we all hold our breath every time this guy touches the football. He's able to take it the distance on any given play.
Productive pass offense for the Huskies, and they've had a long line of quarterbacks who've gone on to the pros.
Yeah, a lot of guys that you can think of. Warren Moon obviously was so dynamic, so good, but guys that were surgical, guys that read the defenses, made the decision, made big plays. That's what the Husky fans want to see.
They'll keep it on the ground. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Using the quick game. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line. Trying play action. Fires to the right. It's caught. Oh, big juke to get past. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
We knew this offense wanted to come out here and let it rip through the air. This QB is in a beautiful rhythm early. Nice job with his footwork and his eyes, and he completes a big one there. Get this offense humming.
And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. Try to barge their way in. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. What will the offense dial up on 3rd and goal? Trying to surge it in. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And this will be a short one from about 21 yards out. No good. After the miss, no change in the score.
You can't miss opportunities like that. You're playing on the road in a hostile environment. You're trying to seize momentum right out of the gate. You get a nice drive to start the game, and then you miss the field goal. You don't get any points to show for that. If they're going to win this one, guys, they've got to take advantage of those types of opportunities.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. And the Badgers want to move quickly. Right back to it. Can't get him to the ground. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. The Badgers will punt it away on 4th down. They'll look to pin him deep. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Holding. Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. First down here for the offense. Out of the gun to give to the back. Nice move to stay on his feet. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. And here comes the offense on second down. They go to the counter. And the tackle is made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Looking downfield, it's Tucker. Unloads to the wideout. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you can tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. He'll start this drive firing. Wide open, makes the catch. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. And the Badgers look to do some damage in the red zone. Wants to throw on first down. He's got it on the run. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. On second down, he's looking downfield. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. It is perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Quarterback on the move, still looking. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Madison, and welcome in to the halftime update. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that, let's head back to a great scene there in Camp Randall.
Washington about to boot it deep to start things in the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just, you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And he breaks into the open. Touchdown, Wisconsin! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. UCLA dug down deep and found a way to secure a coveted road win. And who knows how the pundits will view this one, but I tell you this, it sure beats trying to explain a bad loss. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. Washington wants to go quickly. Dropping back, it's Tucker. They're bringing heat. Pocket starts to collapse. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. Washington sends out the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. On second down, looking to throw. Fires the pass, intercepted. He'll try to take it back. The 20. Touchdown, Huskies. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they finally get him down, but not before he's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10.
Nice read and nice throw. And I know Wisconsin quarterbacks always get the unfair moniker that they're game managers, and it's because they've always been a great rushing offense. Just got to complete a couple throws and keep the offense on schedule. But when you think about the offenses where they've had a difference maker, a guy like Russell Wilson that were able to throw on first down, take shots, just make them so much more explosive, I think this guy has some of those traits too.
Now they'll run it to the right here. Makes his man miss. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking for room, it's Penn. Got some room headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. A first down run on the doorstep. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Badgers! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Blair. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Looking for a man, it's Tucker. Works the middle, and he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Can't find his man, it'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. From the gun, the running back has it. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Badgers in the hurry-up. Going up top on first down. Snags it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. They've gotten pushed back, but it's still third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
All right, sense of urgency now has to go through the roof for this team. They needed their defense to come up with that turnover right there. So if you're on offense, you got to get these plays called. You got to get aggressive, take some shots, because you can now go and win this game.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4 downs, you're right. Create some of the explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his man, and they convert. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. Wants to throw. It's Tucker. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. Offense gets set for second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. He's taking a deep shot. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Throws to the wideout. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. And now when you have a solid lead like this, Jesse, you find out, can you deliver the knockout punch?
And we're expecting them to come out here and just run the football, bleed the clock, let the big uglies up front get some push and ball security, David. That's a premium.
Yes, take care of the football. Don't make any dumb mistakes. Be physical. And listen, if they want to load the box, don't be afraid to take a shot.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. And the Badgers are threatening in the red zone. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Going with the ground game left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. The last thing you want to do here is give up a big return, pin them back, and then the defense can just stop them from scoring a touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Looking for a man. It's Tucker. It's complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. And here's the third interception of the night. He didn't get a lot on the return, but man, did he set his offense up at the 30.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports.